It is a glorious Thursday here in Chichester. As the signage behind me says, I'm at Harbour Cars. Always such a lovely place to visit because the quality of the stock is so good. You'll know by now, Harbour Cars are one of our partners on the Nineworks marketplace. And again, in case you don't know, we're very careful who we partner with on the Nineworks marketplace, and it comes down to quality of car and prep, quality of service, and crucially as well, warranty. And all cars on the marketplace have a minimum 6 months warranty. The guys here at Harbour Cars, because again, that's a minimum standard of quality, Harbour Cars is 12 months and it's backed by themselves. So no dodgy third-party companies trying to wriggle out of anything. Not naming any names if there's any lawyers listening. So yeah, Harbour Cars is all backed by themselves. So the idea is when you buy a quality used Porsche, which can be a scary financial proposition, that worry has been taken away, because if there's any problems, bring it back and the guys will sort it out. So that's my spiel. Glyn, afternoon. Thanks for commenting, mate. Hope you're good. And Buxton with the DNHC earlier this week. So yeah, look, toy shop tour. Again, I just love looking over these cars, particularly when you're stuck in an office all week. You know, the idea to come out in the sunshine and have a look at some lovely used Porsches is one of my favourite things to do. And I know you enjoy it as well. So we'll have a look around. There's some really nice gems in at Harbour Cars currently. Again, you can check them all out either on the Harbour Cars website or via the Nineworks website, nineworks.co.uk. So let me spin you around and we can check out some of the gems. We'll go inside shortly. I think one of the prep guys, Valeters, is just sorting out a 992, so we'll let that happen. So 997.2, that is sold, unfortunately. I mean, how good do they look? I honestly am a big believer 997.2 just looks better and better and better. It, to me, looks quintessential 911. It looks classic now, particularly when you park it next to modern metal. Reference the GTS there in terms of size, but it just looks quintessential 911. We should do a video on this one time soon, 997, because yeah, there's a lot of love out there for them. We'll start with this, why not? Very quickly, 2.5 GTS, a tickle under 50k here at Harbour Cars. A big question I know you're going to ask, so I'll give you the answer. What's the gearbox? The gearbox is manual. Alcantara, sport seats in there, sport wheel as well. Any other bits and pieces? 35,000 miles, obviously GT silver as we can see. PSE as well, sort of chrono pack. A lot of car wedged in there for a tickle under 50k. This car I'm very excited about. It's currently undergoing prep. The guys at Harbour Cars have told me. However, I mean, look at the paint on that. Basalt Black, it is absolutely beautiful. Pub quiz fact for you, there are 11 different colour elements in Basalt Black. You can see some of there, you see that gold in there, there's some blues, greys. But yeah, mega spec on this one, huge. Check it out on the Harbour Cars website. Again, it's going to go through their preparation before like pictures and whatnot are live. But yeah, honestly, the spec on it is monstrous. So go and take a look. But I want to talk about this, really. This is kind of the thing that's piqued my interest. So Guards Red 991.1 turbo. The Buzz turbo currently is 992.2, isn't it? Hybrid technology, 700 PS and just shy of £200,000. Well, look, for just over 10 years ago, Porsche was pumping out this game changer. I remember these new. I test drove them new. And in fact, I took a Guards Red 991.1 turbo to Paris for a road trip for Total 911 magazine as a feature. I will never, ever, ever take a car to Paris ever again on a road test. It was absolutely mental. I do not know how the car came home in one piece. It was horrifying. But yeah, this is the S, it's the upgrade. I think these were 152k new. So the depreciation on these has well and truly been swept out by now. It's £72,000 for this. 991.1 Turbo S is 560 horsepower, which nobody ever jumped out of and said these aren't fast enough. And this is why this particular car was my gem of the week on Nineworks Radio this week. It's got the active all-wheel drive system that the turbo has long had. It's got Porsche Dynamic chassis control, I believe. What's interesting is it hasn't got the centre-lock wheels that came standard. It's got the 5-lug turbo wheels, which is road trip friendly. because if you get a puncture in a centre lock, you are stuck where you are, I'm afraid. PCCBs, you know, and again, the spec on Turbo S's was always huge. It basically at that point comes down to, okay, you'd like a Turbo S, which colour would you like it in? Because it really is like everything is ticked. PDLS plus headlights on there as well by the looks of it. What wasn't stock but actually has been spec'd on is the sunroof, and these are great because they peel right the way back. It's almost like an old school 993, 996, 997 Targa in that respect. Peels right the way back, floods the cabin with a load of light. Take a little look in there. So yeah, look, you know, the new Turbo S, 200 grand. This is £72,000 with 45,000 miles on it. So baby miles really for the age. Finished in the iconic shade of Guards Red, which we did a video on earlier this year on the channel. It really is possibly the most iconic Porsche colour. And yeah, look at it, look at the spec on it. It's absolutely huge. These are such good value. Just indomitable is the word I would use to describe a 991.1 Turbo S. Great daily, point to point, way faster than a GT3, but it's more comfortable than it. And I think that looks great in Guards Red. 718 Cayman next to us there. It's the 2 litre, 32,995. Looking good. I do want to show you indoors though, and I'm aware of time. So yeah, look, this 992 is undergoing prep in aventurine green. So we'll stay out the way of that one for now and let the guys do their work. This, well, I mean, this car, so I'm doing a video on it today, cards on the table. I'm very excited about it personally. The guys at Harbour Cars have had it for a little while. Can't personally work out why. It's such an awesome package. And these cars are becoming harder to find, I think is fair to say, both Gen 1 and Gen 2 996. This has had Tractive suspension fitted, which is what piqued my interest. So I saw it on the marketplace, and having just had Tractive fitted on my car and understand how game-changing that is, just the opportunity to explore that in a GT product is too good to be true, particularly when, yeah, the 996.2, it's heavily skewed towards track use. You could almost label these cars are fairly one-dimensional in comparison to their successors, which upped performance, but also I think improved on practicality. On paper as well, these cars are so similar to the RS. It's basically Aero's the big tweak at that point compared to the RS and this. But the Tractive system on it should bring that much needed duality that the 996.2 GT3 brings. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. Look at that pop of blue in the sunshine. Front bumper's been sprayed, back bumper's been sprayed. The side seals have been sprayed as well, so it's really looking good. Equipment cage in the back. Can we see the sticker? There we go. Elephant ear bucket seats with a Porsche crest. Racing harnesses. Colour-coded centre console. We've got RSS mounts, engine mounts in there as well. And then we've got some Tractive goodies under there alongside with some componentry from String Theory, who I'm sure you well know are renowned for geometry in the UK. So yeah, really excited to drive that. Really excited to try that. Video coming soon. We go on to 992.1. Still look fresh, don't they? So this is a very early 992.1, 2019 model year. It's a Carrera S. It's finished in racing yellow, which I think looks quite good with the black wheels. I'm not usually a fan of black wheels, but for some reason it just works. Contrasts nicely against the racing yellow paintwork. Inside is really nice. I had a poke around this earlier. I really hope this is open. Beautiful. Look at this really nicely judged interior with the Race Tech centres, black leather and contrast crayon stitching. I've never seen that on the pool strap before as well, with the contrast stitch. It looks wonderful, doesn't it? A little bit of flair from the racing yellow belts to match. Otherwise, it's glorious 992 fare. This has PSE among its option list, sport exhaust, which the early cars need. So these, the buzzword, isn't it, is OPF particulate filter. The very last of the 991.2s had them, and then all of the 992.1s had them with the reworked flat six. And my criticism of the early cars is they're a little bit quiet. So if you're looking for an early 992, as is here, you really must find one with sport exhaust just to elevate that flat six soundtrack, which this has. So you can find more details of that on the website and obviously on the Nineworks Marketplace. And we'll finish with a 997, kind of how we started, because we were talking about how lovely they look. 997 GTS. The first 911 GTS was it was the moniker introduced for this generation. Still looks so good with the satin black accents all over the car, including the script on the back. Having a moment there. The exhaust surrounds as well, the wheels, centre locking. But have a look inside. Look how glorious that is. And they are immaculate, by the way, all over. Absolutely immaculate. Really, really nice. And again, GTS gave you so much as standard, wasn't it? It was the power kit, boosting power to 408 horsepower. You had a choice really of like the GTS pack Alcantara interior or the leather kit as here, which again comes with contrast stitching, Porsche crested headrests, belts to match the big red brake calipers, sport wheel. This has got optionally as well the interior carbon pack, which includes the handbrake and the gear shifter, alongside the cup holders if the phone will focus. There we go. So again, I mean, summer's not quite over yet, people. Take a look outside. There's definitely time for some roof down action still. I think that looks really, really nice. Big fan of the 997 GTS. Let's just have a view from the front. There we go. So that's it. Just a very quick walk around to show you the cars here at Harbour. They're always so nice. It's always so tempting here, isn't it? So yeah, thanks to the guys for letting us show you around, basically, live on YouTube. Take a look at all cars on the Harbour Cars website. Don't forget, all backed by that 12-month warranty, backed in-house, alongside all the cars on the Nineworks Marketplace as well. There's well over 100 cars now. I think it's nearly 150 cars, all quality condition at the most reputable Porsche specialist for your peace of mind. See you Sunday. We've got an amazing video dropping live. We're looking at the best rear-wheel drive manual legends, it's called, and we're looking at the best Porsche 911s from the last 3 decades outside of the GT lineup, because everybody clamours for a GT product. We forget there's some brilliant Porsche models that sit outside of that stable, arguably better value. So we're looking at 3 examples from the last 3 decades to carry the flag. Some interesting choices in there. Enjoy that. It will drop at 9 AM on Sunday. Otherwise, we'll see you soon live on YouTube for another toy shop tour on Nineworks TV.